Okay, so hear me out. I want to start a vlog. Something weekly, something to bridge the gap between full-length project videos and the stuff I drop on Instagram and TikTok. Over the course of filming a lot of stuff, lots of video gets left on the cutting room floor. Some stuff is valuable to share, other stuff is day-to-day activities that might not be really great in a coffee bar build. By the way, that's my latest video, go check it out. That stuff might not make sense, but is part of life in the shop. That's what I want to do with this vlog, share behind-the-scenes stuff. There are several missteps and learning experiences that don't make it into a pretty YouTube project video. My shop time is mostly Saturday and Sundays, with evenings creeping in during the week, so this by no means will ever be a daily vlog. Maybe one day it might be, who knows. But it's a weekly snapshot of what's going on in my workshop. Enough yakking about vlogs and all that stuff. The rest of January and February are booked for me with projects. The first one is going to be featured in this vlog, a poplar toy bin and an outdoor sign, which vlog 2 will be mainly about. My workshop is big enough for what I do. I have a 2-car garage completely dedicated to woodworking. Unfortunately, my organizational skills are pretty suspect. I do try to clean up in between every single project, but I'm so excited to get started on a brand new one, I just push aside the mess for later. This toy box bin is personalized, so I'm taking some time right now, reflection time, to design the file for my CNC through Carbide Create. It'll be a pocket cut that takes a lot of extra time because this time I've got to use a 16-inch bit instead of an 8-inch bit on my CNC. There's too many tight corners and cuts for me to use that size of bit. I guess I'm to blame for this one. When I did the step over cut on my CNC file in Carbide Create, it didn't do as good of a job as I wanted to, so it's left a bit of wood inside the letters that I have to hand sand out. So I'm stuck here for a little bit doing some sanding. There are 2 rolls of tape that I use a lot in my workshop. One is double-sided tape, and another one is painter's tape. It comes in really helpful here. I put it along the edges of the inside of the box. Trust me, it is a huge pain to clean up glue on the inside corners of a box, and this makes it super easy. While the glue dries on my toy box, I'm going to work a bit on the letters for my next project, an outdoor sign. As much as it is a pain to sand, sanding the letters after freeing them from the CNC cut plywood would be a huge headache. So before I cut the tabs, I'm going to take some time now to sand them nice and smooth before removing them from this wood. This here is why you got to use the tape inside the edges of a box like this. It is super clean, completely glue-free, and since I pre-sanded the inside of my box, it's ready for stain now. I only use a few router bits in my workshop. This one here is one of the many that I use on more of a regular basis. It's a rabbit bit that has an adjustable ball bearing on it for different widths of the groove. The bottom of the toy box is an 1/8" piece of plywood, so with a few passes on each side, I get the depth that I want. I just lower the bit a small amount at a time. It can easily chip out if you take too much in one pass. I have one spot I need to fill before I finish this piece, so I'm going to take some poplar dust and mix it with some wood glue. But first, I'm going to add some tape on either side of this gap. That in itself would be a huge pain to fix after it dries. I started recently getting these sanding sponges, and I'm so glad that I did. They make rounding over contours and especially these edges really easy. It does a great job. This one is coming to an end, so I'm going to set up my rolling assembly table with a protective cover. As for the finish, the client wants kind of a rustic look, so I'm using driftwood from Minwax. I just slap it on quickly, let it set for 5-6 minutes, and then I wipe it off. So last night when I put on the first coat of stain, I did not have a fresh box of disposable gloves. In fact, I only had one glove remaining. So I had to spend a little bit of time afterwards scrubbing off the stain stuck on my hand. Again, this is just get the stain on and rinse and repeat from last night. To protect it, I've added 3 coats of water-based protection, sanding with 600 grit paper in between. So that's it for vlog number 1. What did you think? Leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll share a few pics of the finished toy box in my next vlog, number 2, along with starting another project, an outdoor sign.